What is going on, you dirty motherfuckers? How we doing today? Good. Hope we're doing good. Got about a week till Christmas. Ooh, boy. I think, what's the date? Let's see. Oh, it's not going to pop up. Anyway, I think today's the 17th. Got like a week. Crazy, man. Yeah, today's 17th or 18th. I don't know. Everything's starting to run together. We had a really bad snowstorm like last week or something here in Ohio where I'm at. I had to shut down for like 2 days. Canceled a bunch of jobs. Pushed them back. And it's like you push them back, but you don't want to push them back too far because then they get worse and then they're out of schedule because we try to keep them around the same time as they come up twice a year, 3 times a year, 4 times a year, however often they get done. Try to keep everything like right around the same time. So I had to like scramble to schedule that stuff and keep other stuff on schedule. It's working like an animal this week. And then with last week into this week, and then I had this real big job, this college, Worcester College in Worcester, Ohio. Huge job. 2-day job. They send the email Tuesday. We send the email out. Or no, we send it out Monday. Say, hey, look, we're coming in Wednesday and Thursday. They email us back and say, oh, we have a COVID outbreak. Staff and students have caught the COVID. We don't want you here. Sorry. The administration doesn't want any outsiders right now. What the fudge? So I'm off for 2 days. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm still getting paid, but still, like, off for 2 days. I'm not used to that shit, man. And then, like, in February, we shut the whole company down for 2 weeks. 2 weeks in February, right? It's nice. It's with pay. With pay. I mean, we don't get like a summer break because summertime, when the weather's nice, is when this job is like really like, because once it gets so cold, you can't run the pressure washer. So you can't go do like these big jobs where you need the pressure washer to clean the fans and the filters, like, because once it gets down to about, 20 degrees or so, it'll freeze. And once the tip of that gun freezes, just a little ice in there, and all that pressure's built up, you can't get it apart. Then it freezes down the hose. And then it makes it into the machine. And if it freezes that heater coil and breaks that coil, that's like $1,200 fix right there, man. It's not cool. So instead of fixing machines all winter long, if it's too cold, we can't do the job. Sorry. If it's like a retirement home or something where you can hand wash the filters, it's juice them, spray them out with their sprayer, spray a little juice on the fan, wipe it out with a rag, wipe off the blades. That's cool. Hit it with a scraper, whatever. That's cool. That works. It's not always the case though. But anyway, I'm fucking rambling, right? And then another thing, dude, COVID, right? Like week till Christmas. I don't have all my Christmas shopping done. I don't know if a lot of you know this or not, but I have 7 kids. 7 kids, right? My 20-year-old daughter lives with her boyfriend. They're actually about to have a baby. We got the gender reveal this Saturday. I guess you have to have parties for gender reveals now. I don't know. But we got that going on Saturday, so I'll find out if I'm having a granddaughter or grandson or whatever. It's crazy. 40 years old, man. I'm too young for that shit, right? My 18-year-old son, he lives with his friend now. So, I mean, we got 5 kids at home. Lots of Christmas shopping. And usually we're done, man. Usually, like, Black Friday comes, and we hit up Walmart and GameStop at, like, 1 o'clock in the morning, and, Target, wherever the good. We look, we know what we're going to get. We hit each spot. Bam, 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 bam. And we get the bulk of it done Thanksgiving Day. Or night, morning, whatever you want to say. And then between then and Christmas, it's picking up a couple little things, some stocking stuffers, you know, socks, underwear, shit like that, you know, stuff they get every year but they don't like. They're like, I know this is socks, you know, but that's the way it is. Then, but this year, it wasn't, everything was all weird, right? I mean, you all know, it was fucking, I don't know, like in Ohio, the cases are soaring or whatever they say. I know so many people that have tested positive, but have no symptoms, and have been sick. What's the point? I don't get it. They're like, oh, well, you have no symptoms, and it's been 4 days since you tested positive. You can go back to work, just wear your mask. Like, what? What? I don't know, something ain't right with this shit. But because of all this, more people, including myself, are shopping online. Amazon, online shopping, getting shit ordered, sent to their house, right? So because of that, the mail is running so far fucking behind. I ordered the new Gawar 21, I think that's how you say it, that Vandy Vape and Matt from Suck My Mod, dual 21700 mod. I ordered that shit last week. It got shipped out on the 9th. It's still at the Michigan post office. Still. Right now. I checked it like a little bit ago. I check it 3, 4, 5 times a day just to see if there's something new. Like, I'm about to call the post office. Like, it's in Michigan. I'm in Ohio. I looked it up. That post office is like 3 hours from my house. I could drive there tomorrow morning, get the shit from the post office, and drive fucking home. Like, it's been over a week, and it hasn't moved from the post office. Like, I think they shipped it up, like they said it was being shipped on the 8th, and then on the 9th, they said that it had been picked up and acceptance pending or something, acceptance pending or whatever. It says the same shit. Hasn't changed. Driving me crazy, man. I just want my shit. I want to get my new mod. I want to put some batteries in it. I want to fuck with the menu. I want to slap an atomizer on it and be like, that's the one that looks good, right? Like, that's the one that matches. That's the one I'm going to use. Fucking vape that shit. That's all I want to do. I'm so excited to get it and it won't come. It's like Christmas morning's never going to happen type shit. I don't get it. You gonna take that spot? You can take that spot. Go ahead. I'm at Walmart where I don't want to be, but the lights on my, I don't know, was it 6 or 7 year old pre-lit Christmas tree decided they don't want to work no more. Well, last year we had an issue with a few of them, so we were changing them. Come on, come on, come on. Let this old lady cross this cold outside. It's snowing, right? In Ohio, when it snows, a good 90% of us know how to drive in the snow. You get those people that do like 10 under the speed limit when the ground's just wet. It's barely snowing like it is now, and they're scared to drive. And it drives me fucking crazy because I drive in the shit all the time. It's like you're in Ohio. You know how the weather's like. You know how to drive in the snow. Everybody forgets. Then they start wrecking. Like, come on, man. Right? Then you got Virginia, who's got this little, like, weather advisory coming in. They're going to get some, like, freezing rain and sleet or something. Like a half an inch of snow. They're shutting down the whole part of fucking Virginia. We got, like, a foot of snow 2 weeks ago. Out of, like, overnight. Like, it started snowing like Monday night, and then it stopped snowing until like Wednesday afternoon. We didn't shut down shit. Like, the school's closed. I closed the jobs because it takes a long time to get, you know, to and from the job. So it's like if a job's 2 hours away, you got to leave an hour earlier than what you were, and it's like, it's just not worth it. You know what I mean? But as far as like shutting down the state, setting emergency bans, none of that happened. People are looking at me all weird. I'm talking to myself. At least I think I'm talking to myself. You see him in the window there? They're like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Sitting in his car, talking to himself. Anyway, I'll finish this in a minute. Alright, we're going to try this again. Because when I came out of Walmart, I started finishing the fucking video. And then when I went and watched it back, it was all jacked up. Like, I gotta get something different. Like, I gotta get a GoPro or a different camera or something to record these videos, because I don't know what happens. Like, all of a sudden it looks like I'm making a bad Chinese voiceover fucking movie or some shit. Like, the words are coming and my mouth ain't moving. Nothing. It drives me nuts. I don't know if it drives you nuts, but it drives me nuts when that shit happens. It's like, what's going on? It's like I'm looking at his mouth. The words and shit ain't right. I'm really having trouble finding regular Christmas lights. It's crazy. It's so crazy. I don't even remember everything I said in the last one. Like the end, I don't know. But anyway, so my Christmas tree, it's like fake Christmas tree. And it's like pre-lit. And last year, I had to like there was some bulbs that were out, so I had to find like the bulbs that were out, put these other bulbs in. But they're ones that made it go from being regular, just lit, to flashy. So now I got like a half retarded tree. I got some lights that don't work, like a big section on one side doesn't work, and then these ones are flashing, and it's different from these ones that are flashing, and different from. So it's like, oh man, it's so weird. My 13-year-old son, Caleb, was like, Dad, the tree's spazzing out. I was like, what? He's like, look at it. There's something wrong with it. I was like, oh, buddy, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just flashy, and it's not synced up or nothing, you know? And then I've spent the last 2 days going to 2 different Walmarts. I can't tell you how many different dollar stores. Lowe's, Home Depot, Big Lots. Is that it? I can't find any regular Christmas lights. Just regular, multicolored Christmas lights. Can't find them. You can get all white. You can get all white icicle ones that you hang up outside. You can get these ones with these big ass bulbs on them. They're like big, like the size of your fucking head. Like, I can get a 500-foot strand of these. Like, I just need like 2 normal strands of Christmas lights. Like, how hard is that? I guess they're all sold out. Like, that's what I get for putting up my tree late and figuring this shit out late. But all things considered, you know, I don't think I can complain too much. You know, like, it could be worse. With the year that we've had, 2020 being shitty, like, I still got my job, I got my health, I got my family, you know, my kids, I have a good old lady. I can't complain too much, man. Like, if my shitty Christmas tree lights and the damn mail running super slow, so I can't get my mod when I want it, or when I should have had it by now. If those are the worst of my problems, I guess life's pretty good. You know what I mean? Outside of losing, like, both of her grandparents and 2 of my uncles this year, like, I guess it hasn't been too bad. You know, all my bills are paid, my kids are fed. I need a different camera to do these videos, but, you know, it is what it is. You gotta look at the bright side of things. You know, be happy for what you have, not envious or upset on what you don't have or what you think you should have. Be happy for what's in front of you, you know. Don't be that guy that, like, buys something that they always wanted, like a car or a boat or a motorcycle, and then the neighbor goes and gets one better than yours, and now you don't like the one you have. Be happy with what you have. Be happy with what you've worked for and what you've achieved, you know. If you're never happy with what you have, you'll never be happy. You know what I mean? Like, if every time you get something it's not good enough and you want something better, you'll never be truly happy. Just gotta be happy with what you have and where you are. Keep striving to get better. That's all there is to it. But you gotta smile along the way. You know? That's what we all need to do, is just keep moving forward, man. Taking those steps, those small steps to reach that bigger goal. That's what I'm doing. That's what keeps you moving. Right? No, I said a lot, man. I should have watched it like 3 times to remember what I said. But then if I go and try to repeat the shit that I said, it doesn't come out right the second time because it's not like off the cuff the way I do my shit. And then it's, I don't know, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, right? It just doesn't look right, doesn't sound right. Shit's just not right, and that's just not me. So I guess it is what it is. So I went and picked up my brother-in-law, took him to pay his phone bill. Stopped at Big Lots. Found no lights that I needed. Now I'm on my way home. Guess we'll just decorate the tree the way it is. Used up all the spare bulbs. And I have some other strings of lights that came with spare bulbs, but they don't fit the bulbs that go on my tree. So I guess this will be the last year for that tree. We'll throw it away. Hopefully next year we're living somewhere else and I can get a real tree, because that's really what I want. Where I'm living, the size of my house is just not big enough. It's just not doable. I want a real tree, man. I love the way they smell. Plus, when you're done, you don't got to store them. Just chuck them outside. Cut them up for firewood. Never burn them in your house, though, right? Because they're pine trees. Pine trees set off like a tar, right? When you burn them, and then you start a chimney fire. I don't know if you know that, but that's true. So remember, don't burn your Christmas trees in the house. Man, I want my mod so bad. I was on the phone with my old lady a little bit ago telling her, like, it's still in the same spot. Like, it's driving me crazy. And it's only like 3 hours from me. Like, I'm wondering if I called them, like, tomorrow and said, hey, look, I have a package at your post office that hasn't moved. Like, can I just drive out there and pick it up? I'm only 3 hours away by car. Like, I want my shit. I'm not working tomorrow. I'm not working today. I didn't work yesterday. I have to go back to work again until Sunday or Monday. Like, I'm gonna go crazy, man. I'm not the type of person that can just sit around and, you know, like a day is cool. Like, oh, I got nothing to do today. I have no running to do, nothing to do. That's sweet. But once you get into 2-3 days of that, like, oh no, I gotta start finding shit to do. Like, you know what, I could go do this, I could go do that. I gotta find shit to do. It's like people that find shit to complain about. Like, if you don't have something to complain about, you make some shit up. Soft ass world that we live in these days. Like, everybody's upset and offended. You know, I seen this thing, like, where some lady was bitching about, like, the Christmas display at a neighbor's. Like, it was so elaborate and it was nice and everybody liked it and it made the homeowners happy, made some of the neighbors happy. This lady's bitching like you're just throwing it into the face of people who don't celebrate Christmas and people who can't afford to have these kind of displays. Like, are you shitting me? Like, you're gonna be offended by a Christmas display? Like, get the fuck out of here. That's what I'm saying. Like, people just finding shit to be upset about, finding shit to be offended about. Like, it's not you, man. Like, what? Your butt hurt over it? Shut up. Mind your own business, man. Like, if it makes 9 people happy and it makes 1 person upset, majority rules. Whatever happened to that? Like, when do we start bending backwards for the few? Like, changing up rules for 2 people and the other 100 people have to abide by it. Like, majority rules. You know? Like, fucking life, man. Survival of the fittest. Whatever happened to that shit? Now we're all overly soft and you can't discipline your kids, and that's why they're all out there running the fucking neighborhood with no sense of consequences, you know? Get out of here. Get out of here. But yeah, man, listen, I'm gonna cut this short before it tries to fuck up on me again. I hope everybody has a great Christmas and a great New Year's. I'm going to try to throw up another video before Christmas. If not, it'll be just after Christmas. Yeah, man. Like, I love all you guys. You know, just remember that no matter what you're going through, no matter how bad shit is for you right now, somebody out there loves you and cares about you. Like, somebody out there depends on you, even if you don't see it. even if they don't see it. But when you're not here, they'll know. And they'll understand. And it, keep your head up. Let's all keep moving forward. Keep setting them goals. Strive every day to be a better person. That whole thing. Like, when you do that, like, take that first step to your goal. That first step's the hardest. And then the next step's a little easier. And the next step's a little easier. You know what I mean? It's like when you ride your bike and you're going up a hill, like at first, you start working up that speed, and then as you get to the top, it gets a little harder, and then when you come over the crest, you're coasting, right? And you just got to keep working until you get to that part where you get to coast. Things will get better. Things will get easier. Just keep that positive attitude. Keep pushing forward. Don't let nothing get in your way. Don't let nothing stop you at your goals. You just keep going. If there's an obstacle, find a way around it. That's all you got to do. Just keep working. Keep an open mind. You can't stress them things enough. Like, I've been through so much in my life, and someday I'm going to share it. And I've had everything and lost everything and built it all back up. And I'm only 40 and I'm still building. And I'll probably keep building till the day I die. Hopefully I got another 40 years in me, But yeah, let's have a good Christmas. Tell your family you love them. Hold the ones that you can. Talk to the ones that you can't because, you can't be around them or whatever. People are scared because of this whole virus nonsense. And, yeah, man. Drop a like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. And I'll be back. I always come back. And I'll be here. And I know you will be too. Alright? Let's take care. Do something nice for somebody. Even if something small. Letting them in. Like, during all this holiday traffic. Letting them in when they can't get out at the store. Just give them that little wave, make them feel better, Just something small. Doesn't never have to be nothing big. Sometimes a little small gesture goes a long way. Sometimes something real small will make somebody's whole day, change their whole day. Their whole perspective of the day could be changed by one small little thing that you did. And you'll feel good for it too. Alright? Be good.